Yo guys, yep, hello fellow Malaysians. Yeah, this video is for you all. Welcome to my channel, Ren. This is my channel. Yep, and I already did it like 7 months ago, and yeah, basically I'll try to upload 4 videos every week, and yeah, uploading the videos that talking about our church, talking about divine principle, talking about my idea about it, about my idea about that as well. And also through other situation, if I have something like much more surprising, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And this time I want to talk about like CHEONBO events that is coming and a little bit videos about it. Firstly, I want to talk about like a spirituality workshop. So how the spirituality workshop starts, because since like in the year of 2000, because of the coronavirus period, everybody's panic, like locking down themselves in the home, and Trump say that we need to pray for Korea, we need to pray for the world. Yeah, and at that time there's only like a few leaders, the Korean leaders, they are doing the Changshimon in the Changshimon. At that time it's called Jongshimon. So yeah, that's how the spirituality workshop starts. Not really spirituality workshop, but that's the night vigil. And during the night vigil, during that time, like everybody at the time they are doing a very intensive prayer. Right now we only have 4 sections, but actually last time when during the prayer is like a very solid more than an hour. Yes, every time it's more than an hour, and they keep on keeping this kind of like a tradition itself until more than 700, and right now it's already more than, yeah, I guess like 2000, yeah, 3000, sorry. Not 3000, not supposed to be, but yeah, anyway, it is a big number right now. And because of it, and somehow like the spiritual condition is being accumulated because of all the spiritual conditions. So that's why Trumada can expand the Chanshimon branches to all around the world. So in a sense, the Chanshimon branches, their mission is to join Chanshimon. Actually, their mission is to join Chanshimon and to act like much more like a branches that can connect the members from all around the world to back to the main training center. That's the main point. Yeah, that's talking about the Chanshimon and how the Chanshimon connected to the spirituality workshop. So somehow like a 700, I think it already happened for the second spirituality workshop, or the first spirituality workshop. And at that time only Koreans, and for them the spirituality workshop is to raise up the future spiritual leaders. So spiritual leaders, it not means something like a theologically very expert people, but at the same time you need to have some theological basics as well. So you need to be spiritually, you need to be sensitive. At the same time you can guide the whole spiritual world to go together with you. That's why we call it like a spirituality workshop. That's the point of it. So because the workshop itself is much more even intense than the 40 days workshop, so usually they require like a for someone who is like much more young. So that's why they just ask all the young people trying to join together. But Malaysians, yeah, if you think that you can only join because you are young, no, look at Auntie Shanti. Yeah, she even like with a stick on her, she just walk around. Yeah, she is like really tough onto it, but she's doing pretty good. So if you just say that, oh yeah, I'm just too weak, I cannot do this, you're just giving yourself excuse. Yeah, like everyone are able to do this when you want to do it. Yeah, even Trumada just call herself youth, right? Young in heart. And basically, yeah. So for the requirements itself, we have a thing that is much more important, is that you cannot have like a spiritual issues, or like we say mental issues, because we're having a very big pressure all the time. If you're easily break down in this kind of situation, we don't have too much like stuff to take care about you. Maybe you're just curious, like we have a lot of stuff for international team, right? No, not at all. Please don't overestimate us. Our manpower, actually our manpower always lacking off. And yeah, for those who can communicate in English, so that's why I'm recording the video in English in this sense. Yeah, but actually I'm pretty sure they will have like a lot of Taiwanese coming as well. So if you're just talking in Taiwanese, I mean Chinese, you can just join. Later I'll just record another one in Chinese. Yeah. Yeah. And basically I need to talk a little bit things about like why I need to do a little bit like promotion to Malaysian. So usually like international team, so we are including every people around the world. But somehow I found out, even though I'm Malaysian and I came here, I'm right, always we have a little bit Malaysians that's right here, but always we don't have a group of Malaysian that coming here to want to learn something from CHEONBO Training Center. Usually when we're coming by a group, we are coming with the Asia Pacific. And because we are coming with Asia Pacific, so our group study, our group lectures, nothing from CHEONBO Training Center. So basically, in another word, what it is, it just means like another inner circle. So you just bring the same inner circle to another environment. You're not changing anything. You're not learning anything new. You just change the environment. You're just spending more money with no new effects. Yeah, that's the shame part of it. And for the spirituality workshop, it's totally different. You need to push yourself. You need to expose to something very new lectures that people just say that, yeah, divine principle is nothing perfect inside. And you need to try to apply it instead of you trying to study it more. You just think that you just can talk about it without like using your own understanding. You're just playing hypocrite somehow. Yeah, so basically this kind of content will just keep on, it's not keep on coming out, but somehow like it will be mentioned. As well as like when you're doing like a prayer stuff, you're really putting out your efforts. You're praying not only once, like in the nighttime, the Chanshuan. No, we have a lot. In the morning, we have the resonance ansu. So you're basically treating your body as True Mother's body, and you're applying ansu onto it, and like to transfer this kind of energy to True Mother and letting her to be healed. And we will also have a lecture in the morning. Then we have a intensive prayer in the after lunch. Then we have a afternoon lecture. The afternoon lecture will just stick together with the resonance prayer practice. So basically it's like a supervisor guiding everybody to resonate. So basically another intensive prayer, and after that is the dinner and another chanyang, evening chanyang. Then after the evening chanyang, we have the hundoke, and with the hundoke, then we'll have the basically the rehearsal for us to go on to the stage. And after that is the Chengshiwan. After that is the rehearsal, the real rehearsal together with the Koreans. Then the Chengshiwan. Then after the Chengshiwan, yeah, you sleep, and you sleep at around like 1:30 or 2, and you need to wake up around like 6 or 7. Yeah, 7 is kind of late actually. Yeah. And sometimes because the schedule is starting much more early, because of like a whole day program, so you need to wake up much more early. We'll have a training on 6. Yeah, something like this. So pretty intense. And that's why we say we need to push more young people to go. It's not only like the people who are like far away from church, the people inside the church also need to join. If you just think that you're inside the church and you are like basically, oh, I know everything, you know nothing. Basically, you as a Malaysian, I would just say that with our system up until right now, you know nothing. Yeah, you can try to ask the people who just came back from the spirituality workshop. They are setting up a lot of condition. Why? Because they know in Malaysia our spirituality condition is so low, and we don't have any spirituality condition and base and foundation for it. So that's why they are setting up all this like this kind of like a Jongsong, the conditions for it. Yeah, so for Malaysia, we need more people to come. As well as if you join a previous spirituality workshop, you are welcome to join for the stuff. Yeah, you can just apply. You can just apply through our church leaders. Right now they call it like a Ayaka, and also like a Sister Pingin as well. Yeah, you can try to apply to it. Yeah, probably you can also tell me, but make sure you go through them first, because they need to do a report. So then we will just get the accumulated report, the final report in the end. Yeah, in this way. Yeah, so basically that's the 40 days. And yeah, and usually in Asia Pacific we have very least people, and we want Thailand to join. They are busy. We want Philippines to join. They have visa issue. Yeah, basically in Asia Pacific everybody have their problem. And in comparison, I know, like, if I say in this way, a lot of people don't really agree on to me, but in comparison, other than Singapore and maybe Australia, I'm not really sure about Australia, they have a very expensive ticket. Malaysia, somehow Malaysia, we have the best like after balance, the best balanced strategic nation to send most of the people to come for the spirituality workshop. That's what we need somehow. So somehow, like, in a sense, we need to try to, if we try to make it much more bigger, we need to try to say that we want to save Malaysia after such so much incidents that happens in Malaysia. We need to send more people to come to the spirituality workshop, including the full times. Yeah, the full times. I'm not saying the full times that who are staying in the only inside the center, but also inside the church. Like, they are supposed to come. Yeah, Malaysia, like, just be true. We're always lacking of money and no one wants to do the business, right? So what's the point for you to keeping people, like, to run for fundraising and not developing the business department? It's better for you to send a few of them to come here. Yeah, in this way. And also, like, compared to Philippines, we don't need we don't have visa problem. We can just come with our visa, not our visa, our passport, and we just entry without a visa for 90 days. Yeah, and for a tourist even, yeah, nothing a big deal. So we don't need to pay too much money compared to other countries. Yeah, it's a big money, I need to admit, but we don't need to pay too much. And at the same time, like, for those who don't really know, last year, like, Reverend Yutaka, like, get a very good offer for our church leaders, to come to the CHEONBO Training Center with a 50% offer. And basically, this time more. We have more offer than that. And if I'm not mistaken, like, the whole trip itself, not the whole trip, sorry, the whole workshop fee itself is not over 1,000 ringgit. So basically, with all your luggages, so, like, going back and forth, it will be much more lesser than 3,000 ringgit. So if you have this budget, please come. I truly back you. And for the full time, please don't think that it's impossible. If you really have a feeling that you are being called, come to CHEONBO Training Center. We need you somehow. Malaysia needs you to be trained. True Father wants you to come to the CHEONBO Training Center. If you have the feeling, if you ever, like, in the prayer, just have a feeling, you can find a way. Like, you just determine, pray more in the Chenshumon, and during the Chenshumon night vigil, you pray more. You lock onto this goal. You don't waver around. You just lock onto this goal, and you just keep on praying and trying to keep on asking the opportunities around you. And eventually you will just find a chance. I know it gonna, like, sounds insane, but try it. Try at least. You won't regret that you try on something. That's my opinion onto it. Yep. So basically, that's the spirituality workshop. And yeah, not long after, we will also have the 3 days resonance prayer workshop, international resonance prayer workshop. So this workshop itself is only for the people who can speak English. We don't really have a Chinese translation, since I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm going back to Malaysia during the time. Yeah, so during the time, yeah, our international team we have a specialty 3 days workshop. So basically after the workshop, you can just you can just receive the purple jacket if you did apply. Like if you don't apply, you don't have it, but if you apply, you can get the purple jacket. But with the purple jacket, you need to do another offering, like 100,000 won. Yeah, 100,000 won in Cheongshu, with your gratitude. Yeah, so basically that's the main point about it. And the family festival itself is like going to happen like on the August 14th to 17th. So basically it's like a mini great works. You can understand in this way. It's not great works, it's not a summer great works, but it's a mini great works. Yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. And like for our spirituality workshop itself, international 40 days spirituality workshop. It's not special workshop, but yeah, spirituality workshop. If I'm not mistaken, it's also going to happen like on August. And good news about it is that we are not going to clash together with the Pure Water Assembly. So if you want to join, like for Malaysian, yeah, just think about it. You can join the spirituality workshop, then you just join the Pure Water Assembly. So basically 240 days, and with you like a totally like a very spiritually, and after that is that you're having a very good time to enjoy with one round trip. Is a good deal. Yeah. At the same time, you don't need to spend like a 700,000 won for 40 days. Like basically, like usually when you spend it on 240 days in this way, you need to spend like a 1.4 million. Yeah, it's a big money somehow for Malaysian, but this time, yeah, just think about it. We have a much more lower like expenses on the first 40 day, and even for the second 40 day, second 40 day for the Pure Water Assembly itself, we also have a much more good chance to enjoy with a much more lower budget. It's a good deal. Yeah, you should try. You should try to push your children to do it if they have a chance. Just please do it. Yeah, I'm truly like hoping I can hear a lot of like a good news that listening to people like going to join it. Oh yeah, the spirituality workshop, I found the date is like 4th of July to 12th of August. Yeah, that's the date. So yeah, basically this like a promotional video. I will just talk a little bit about it. Yeah, take advantage. Malaysian, we have a good passport. Yeah, world ranking number 6. It's not like Philippine. Yeah, Filipino basically they can't come to Korea right now if they're holding like a Filipino visa. If they are holding with the Japanese passport, yeah, sure, they can come. But if they're holding with the Filipino passport, no, they cannot. Yeah, because they have too many issues that the people just run away after the event and not going back to their country. So that causing a lot of problems. Oh yeah, and please check your passport as well. Please don't just realize that it just expired right before you fly. You are supposed to have at least 6 months before expired. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I think that's it for everything in it. Yeah, and yeah, if you want to know more about testimony, you should ask the people around you that who already joined the spirituality workshop and ask about their heart journey through. Yeah. So see you in my next video. See you. Peace.